of Torah, this year is entitled, is there a way for one to take a mezuzah with him, the mezuzot with him when he or she leaves the apartment? So in the first year, we learned that this is a very serious topic, that to go ahead and take your mezuzahs with you, even though it's thousands and thousands of shekels, it's not simple. We learned according to Tosas Mazikin, some damaging forces can enter the house when you take the mezuzah off, whatever that means. I'm not quite sure, but that's what he says. The Ritva says you take away from the Kedusha in the house, and the Gaonim say you take away from the Kedusha in the mezuzah. Now it's on the wall, and you're taking it down. So yes, according to the latter opinion, the Gaonim, if I right away put up in a new house, so I'm not being mevaza, degrading the mezuzahs. But you have the other two opinions, and many poskim seem to say that's it. You cannot take the mezuzahs down. They don't hold like the Gaonim. So is there any advice? Especially when we're playing with fire. So that's just a question of playing with a technical isser, and you have this wonderful line, it's a suffix, it's a rabbanon, you have a lot of rules you can play around with that apply in halakha situations. But when you have Tosa telling you it's dangerous, that's a scary thing. So it's not just, well, technically I have this one to align. People are going to be nervous about that. And it's not just one Tosos. It's not just one Tosos in Bab Mitzvah. Kuf Aleph Amud Beis. It's Tosos in many places. And some Tosos is mentioned. Both are another reason as well. But primarily they mention this reason. And some say when Tosos offers two reasons in one Tosos in Shas, and then offers another reason, only one reason in another place in Shas, and that's the main reason. So there's many sources here that this is a danger. So even the Maimonidean types, I don't know, there's a danger. I don't know what this whole thing is, but still, according to many opinions, we're playing with fire here. This is a dangerous sugya. So is there a way out that I could work out that I'm careful in terms of sakana and danger? I don't want to cause anyone any problems, but I want my mezuzahs. Poskim offer two possibilities. One is in the Minchas Yitzchak, Das Kedoshim, Yabia Omer Avad Yosef, mention a possibility. I'm leaving Rosh Chodesh Elul, and right now it's Av. So what do? Beginning of Av, I take my mezuzahs down to my house, and I check them all. We have a wonderful sofa out here who I love dearly, Rav Friedrich. I invite him to my house. Can you do me a favor? Check all my mezuzot. He takes all my mezuzot down. He checks them all. And he has a great system. He records everything. Each mezuzah, he has it down on which doorpost it was on, so you don't change mezuzah from that was on a door right to doorpost to a drabanan. Good system. Then he'll call you back 3.5 years and continue to check again. So I go ahead in the beginning of Av, even though it's not 3.5 years since I checked last. I'm supposed to check every 3.5 years. I didn't. It was only a year or two ago. Still, I go ahead. I'm stringent. I'm allowed to be stringent. I take my mezuzahs down at the beginning of Av, and I check them all. And while we're checking, I don't want to have my house without a mezuzah, and we have replacement mezuzahs, cheaper ones. And I put those up. So now I have all my mezuzahs checked. So what do? Do I have to put those nice, expensive ones back up, or I can have the cheaper ones which are kosher and put those back up, and just leave those that are up while Rav Friedrich was checking my mezuzahs, the nicer ones. So you'll be at Omer, Das Kedoshim, Minchas Yitzchak, and others. So you could do that. You could do that. I took it down to check. It's not like when I left my house, I took my mezuzahs down. Rather, I took it down to check it. I was machmir. And therefore, when I took it down to check, I have other mezuzahs I put up. It's a little bit of a harama, a little bit of like a trick. It is, but halachically, I'm not violating the isser of when I leave the house, I take mezuzahs down. And I worked that away a few weeks earlier to avoid this whole topic. Is everyone thrilled with this advice? It's more recent. Who did I mention? Das Kedoshim, Minchas Yitzchak, Yabei Omer. These are more recent posts in the last few centuries. So not everyone agrees. In the name of the Chazon Ish, he said, don't take mezuzahs down. Chacham Abba Shaul, as he's quoted, don't take mezuzahs down. It's the name of some of the briskers. In Mezuzot, lo matchilim. We don't start with mezuzahs. So they're nervous about this. So Lamais, everyone should talk to that posting about what to do. But is this one possibility? This is one possibility that some major posting do rely on. The Bear Moshe the Pacino also is leaning in this approach as well. So there's Yeshami Lismoch Behalach Lamaisa. Everyone should talk to that posting. because it's not just a halachic sick. You're talking about stuff where poskim are talking about a danger. It's a sensitive issue as well. So I think a person should talk over that posek. You have more Maimonidean types that are just not afraid of this, and as long as I have who to rely on, I'm fine. Others like very spooky, and they always give you concern. Like, I don't know, I took the mezuzah down a month early, but I don't know anything. Every time anything ever happens, maybe it's because I took my mezuzah down a month earlier, and now God's punishing me. So I think a posek should deal with this in a proper way, with halachically deal with all the shita, and all be sensitive to the person who's asking the question as well. Mitzvah the next year, we'll talk about price. Can I just at least ask for the money for the mezuzah? We'll talk about that next year. Shalom.